Why do most children neglect their fathers, but they take care of their mothers at old age?
Okay, so personally, I think children only neglect a failed father.
Yes.
And most men fail to understand that being a father and being a provider is not the only responsibility you have to your children. There are like two important in fact, more important parts you have to play.
Okay.
And number one is emotional bonding.
Yeah.
See, beyond being a provider, building emotional connection with your children is far more important. And that
Yeah.
is where most fathers fail. And that is where most mother wins. Why? Because you see, the little things matters.
Yeah.
Little things like, going out with them, having a friendly conversation with them.
Yeah.
Most of us, we grew up in the home, in an African home. We don't even, in fact, we could not even talk to our father. Yeah, because the connection is not there.
Yeah.
Little things like, having a daily conversation with them, just asking them about their day. Ask your children about their day, their school life. Do you understand? And be patient enough to listen to them. Do you understand? Because when you listen to them, you're able to connect with them because they will see you as their friend.
Yeah.
And most parents failed because they feel like you can start building that friendship at old age. It doesn't work like that.
At all.
Because the emotional connection you build from young age is what the child will grow with.
Yeah, that's what they remember.
That's what and in fact, when I lost my dad, most of the things I remember about him are the little things, like him coming to my, boarding school. Well, not when he was paying my school fees. I probably didn't remember all those parts. Do you understand? So the provision part is not the problem because anybody can really provide.
Yeah.
But you see, the emotional part is where everybody gets it wrong. So, because in fact, human being naturally, we deal with emotions majorly. We buy things with emotions.
Yeah.
So anybody can get into your emotions, you buy from them. So if you can build that friendship, if you can build an emotional connection with your children, they will never neglect you. So be a friend of your children. You see, being too bossy, being too controlling will not get you anywhere as a man. So as you're providing, make time for your children. Have quality time. Because mothers tend to spend more time with the children and, the children are sad. They talk to the mother every time. She consoles them. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So when they grow up and they have challenges, they tend to talk to the mother because the mother has always been there.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But as a father, if you're also there for them, you ask them about the problem, what they are going through, and they're able to confide in you. In fact, they will tell you things they will never even tell their mother. Do you understand? So that is why it's so important that you spend quality time with your children, build that friendship. Because at the end of the day, by the time the children can provide for themselves, they won't need your service again.
Yeah, true.
And that is why they will disconnect from you because you are not needed.
Okay.
And women being will always need emotional connection.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So as a father, build the emotional bond with your children and they will never ignore you. They will never neglect you.
Yeah, that is true. However,
Okay.
so many fathers, they believe that if they foster that kind of relationship, like if they get so close to their children, if they become their friend, they may tend to lose respect for them. And because most children, they don't really listen to their mother.
Okay.
So they kind of create that controlling, behavior and they create that boundaries. So now as a man who intends on being a good father, how do you manage the situation?
Okay, so I think there's only one way to actually do that as a man that wants to be a good father. And I think that one way is be kind and not be nice to your children.
Oh, nice.
Yes, see. When you are nice to your children, what happens is that you're trying to please them.
Okay.
Even when the thing is not a good thing for them, you just try to do it for them.
Okay.
So, but when you are kind, you sympathize with them. You know when to be strict and you know how to bring them closer, even when you've corrected them.
Yeah.
So you try to correct them in love and not in anger. Because human beings will always make mistakes. Because even you as a father, you still make mistakes.
Yeah.
You understand? And when you make mistakes personally, you don't shout on yourself.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean? So, and when you try to correct your children, still make them understand, okay, you still love them even when they make mistakes. And that is how you keep building emotional, so that when they start making mistakes in life as an adult, they know that, okay, they have somebody they can always talk to.
Yeah.
And I think that was one of the things that I had with my dad back then, because he always corrected us with love.
Yeah.
He would never shout at you or just throw you away. In fact, I remember a scenario whereby I made a mistake.
Okay.
I was in boarding school.
Okay.
You understand? So normally after the vacation, I'm supposed to go home, directly. So, and I called my sister that is in Polytechnic at that time, that I'm coming to our place. I didn't tell anybody at home, but they knew that I'm closing in school that day. So I just moved to our school and I stayed there for like, I think 2 days. So then I discovered that you're supposed to come back. So they called me and I said, I'm not in school with my sister. He was pissed. He said I should start coming home the next day.
Okay.
So I got home. I was so angry that no, that is not a wise decision. You're supposed to tell that, okay, and I said something that it will not punish me because I've never done it before. See, that is correcting a lot. Till today, I've never forgotten that incident. And sometimes when people do something to me, I tend to, okay, this is their first time. You can give them a second chance.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But some fathers, as you enter the house, oh my goodness,
violence,
punch you, everything. They shall want to instill in you that you must not do this thing again.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So for me, as a father, be kind to your children. Sympathize with them.
Yeah.
When they make mistake, understand. Okay, fine. They are still children. They are still learning.
Yeah.
You also must have made those mistakes in the past, and you don't have to replicate the evil behavior of your parents, your children. Because if you groom your children in love,
yes,
that love will grow with them, and they will return it back
to you. Yes, exactly. You have a point.
If you groom them with street hand, they will resent you over time.
Yeah.
And it will be so hard for them to pull out of that. It will take conscious decision. And children, they will always remember what you do to them. In fact, children may not remember what you say to them, but how you made them feel.
Yeah.
That's why the emotional connection is so important, right? So you can be kind to them, but don't be nice.
Yeah.
Don't try to please them, but try to do the right thing to do as a father.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Show up for them at the right time, be with them, chat with them. When they make mistake and they are not aware, try to find a way to correct them, because if you keep correcting them every time, you keep shouting at them, they won't tell you the mistake again. More like your child steal a meat and say, Daddy, I was the one that stole that meat after the incident. You just give her enough for head, beat her and do all that. Next time, we never tell you again, because even though you're supposed to still punish the child, fine, this is a very bad thing, and you give them the reason why it is bad.
Yeah.
With our parents back then is that they will tell you this thing is bad, and they won't tell you reason.
Exactly.
And human beings are scientists. Children are scientists in the sense that they are curious. They want to know why are you telling me to know it? That is why you see that most children end up doing that thing they were told not to do. Well, because they don't even know why. But when you tell them, now, if you check, some of our fathers, some of our parents actually create superstitions.
Yeah.
Give you why, even though they don't have a good reason for why. They'll tell you, okay, if you go outside at night, one angel will just grab you.
Or your mother will die.
You understand? So, because there's a why, you tend
to do it. Yeah.
But some people say, no, don't do it. Listen to me. By the time that child gains freedom, you just begin to explore unnecessarily. Because the person is curious.
Yeah.
So that I tell people, see, be kind and not be nice. Okay, so I think another reason why children neglect their father at old age and take care of their mother is that most fathers are law enforcer. Do you understand?
Yeah.
They are too strict.
Too strict.
Do you understand? See, there is no reward for being strict. Because trust me, when you groom somebody with love, they respect you. They tend not to make you sad. And by so doing, they tend to do whatever you tell them.
Okay.
But when you make your children live in fear, what happens is once you don't have the grip again, they tend to misbehave. Do you understand? So for me, don't be the law enforcer, because people don't like law enforcement people, just like the way you don't like police. Nobody love police. Nobody love all those people that used to catch people on the road. No safety. Have you ever seen anybody that say, I love road safety so much? Like, I want to talk to them when I'm driving. People don't even me when I'm driving. I don't want to see police. I don't want to see them on the road. Yeah. Why? Because they are law enforcer. And this thing happens in the sense that when children offend their mother, the mother reports them
to their father.
And the father comes and punishes the children. And now the trick is that the mother will not be the first person to draw the children closer. Oh, sorry, I don't. Sorry about the way your father treated you. Do you understand? So if you are not careful as a father, you will be the villain in the story.
Yes.
Meanwhile, you are not just the villain. You are just doing your responsibility. So you have to be careful in the sense that sometimes, I tell men, sometimes when your children misbehave to their mother, tell their mother to punish them. Because if you are always the one that they call to punish them, they will just see you as a punisher. And if you are not careful, they will tend to withdraw from you. That bridge will keep going wide. And before you know it, when they now grow old, they don't even want to see you because they see you as more like their enemy.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be in that particular position. So you have to be very careful when you are punishing your children, let's say punishment, they love punishment. Make sure that the wife is also involved. Your wife is also involved. Their mother is involved.
Yeah.
And that's why I say that a home that the husband and the wife tend to talk to the children at the same rate,
time.
the children don't get any safe corner to hide in. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And if you talk to them with love, you correct them with love, do you understand? They tend to move closer to two of you at the same pace.
time. Yeah.
So for me, and when you correct your children, try to draw them back.
closer.
You can give them a reward for actually taking the correction. Okay, because you listen, yeah, take this.
Take this, yeah.
Now they will not see you as because when police arrest you, now you go pay for bill. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So now imagine police arrest you, and when you are going, then I give
They
you
give you some.
next time you come now.
Exactly.
Next time you go, thank you, Papa. Who's arrest me again?
As in,
They will not enjoy the correction, more like resent you for correcting them. So when you give them a reward for actually obeying something, do you understand what I mean? So for me, I would say as a father, make sure that you are not just a law enforcer. Make sure that you're not just the street person that everybody fear. Your children don't need to fear you, they only need to respect you. So when children respect you, they obey you. More like in our society, there are some key people that we respect. Even when they say something and they are not there, you tend to do it.
Yeah.
But when you fear somebody, the only time you obey is when the person is physically present, or when you know that person has grip over you.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So for me, I would say don't be the law enforcer. Correct your children with love and make sure that you are not the only person always correcting. Let their mother correct them. So that you don't be the villain in their story.
Yeah. Another advantage I think mothers have over fathers is that mothers are good record keepers. Like they are very well documented. I know my mom for one thing. Like myself and my siblings, our birthdays, mom's on back bill.
Yeah.
Like they know how to keep record of that. They'll call you on birthdays. They will pray for you, and also credentials like maybe your passport, your birth certificate, and those things are very valuable.
Yes.
So imagine you as an adult, your mom still has your, those things.
Yes.
It just makes you see her as the most thoughtful person. So I feel mothers, they have that.
Yeah, and
thing.
The thing is, in my own story, I think I'm saying this for the first time. In my own story, my father is who you're talking about.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's the one that keeps my documents.
Wow, that's real.
Yeah, and that is why I'm so close to him when he was alive. You
Okay.
understand? Yeah, in fact, he's my best man ever.
Wow.
He keeps record of everything. Even though the birthday, he doesn't remember birthday because he has 7 children, so I don't think he will remember. It's still my mother that remember birthday anyway.
Okay, see? Mothers win.
You must buy clothes on their birthday, all those, maybe end of their party and all of that. So I think that kind of, in the beginning, I tend to move closer to my mom because of all those little things. That is why those little things matter.
They matter, yeah.
Most men no, it doesn't matter. It matters.
It matters.
And you have to make conscious effort because it's not really in our nature. Because, in fact, I won't say it's not really in our nature. I think it's the way we are being wired because we saw our father doing the same thing. We saw our grandfather doing the same thing. So we think that is the way of life. Do you understand? So for me, I would say, as a man, make conscious effort to keep records.
Yeah.
On your children's birthday, make it as a culture to actually celebrate them.
Yeah.
You understand? Even as a father, you can make sure that the whole family celebrates everybody's birthday.
Yeah.
I know of a family whereby on the birthday of any of their children, wake up very early in the morning.
Wow.
Everybody must get a gift on personal level.
In this Africa.
Yes. I know them. Like there are like 5 children in the family.
Wow.
And for everybody, you see them, they will dance around the person, they will clap around. I'm telling you, they will give personal gift, they will give the person. They'll give one of the sibling gift. And one thing I realized in that kind of family is that there is love.
There is love, yeah. And the bond will be strong.
The bond is so strong that you can't even break into it as an external person. Even now that they are married, they still make sure that they celebrate, they send gifts. Some of us,
wow.
apart from when we were very young, we've never received any gift from family members.
Okay.
And the truth is that it kind of creates this connection among us. That is why those kind of family that the father has made it a culture. That's why, as a leader, as a father, you're a leader of the home.
Yeah.
So you tend to initiate all the culture because so that it means that you have to do it yourself first.
Yeah.
Because everybody will follow suit, right? So for me, I would say create that culture whereby you take birthdays, the big days for them. And when your children complete a task,
reward them, yeah.
Do you understand what they might not be financial, it might be, okay, don't worry, I'll buy you a bicycle. I'll buy you this. In fact, there was a time my father told me, okay, I was very sick. I remember I was very sick and My dad told me if I get well, he will buy me a bicycle.
Really?
Not to eventually, maybe the next day. But I didn't get the bicycle. But I understood that part because there was
Yeah.
money. Do you understand? So for me, I would say reward them. The reward, see, reward ginger people to actually do
To
stuff.
do more, yeah.
And reward can actually make your children understand, okay, fine, you do something before you get something in return.
Yes.
So it is them a very good lesson in life. So for me, I would say, as a father, be there for them emotionally. And another thing I think is very important is be there with them spiritually.
Spiritually, yeah.
I don't care the religion you practice, but when you are there for them spiritually, it's because for me in our own Christendom, is you are like a covering for the family.
Yeah.
My father, when he was alive, I remember that he would wake up in the night and he would be moving around the house and be praying. You might just be on your bed pressing phone, trying to hide that you are asleep. You just hear all those kind of speaking in tongues.
Yeah.
And, oh, this father has started. And once he catches you that you are awake, we just draw you, come and sit you down. You not start telling you that, okay, fine, you are not good in mass. Okay, this is how to do mass. You not start teaching you how to do mass.
Wow.
It's as if he knows the mass, but he has the basic. He will tell you, okay, mass is not hard. It will not scare you. We just say that math is not hard. You just have to see this way. You just like 2 + 2. I'll be like,
Yeah.
it's not too much. But all these things,
Yeah.
made me love him more. But because he was there. Do you understand? And when you commit an offense, it won't just throw you away. Some fathers, when they punish their children, they just throw them away. So as a father, you have to cultivate that habit of be conscious about it.
Yeah.
It is normal for you to actually have that strict attitude because of the way your fathers and people that you've seen have been praying. And you think it's effective because you think that is what shaped you to be a good person. But it's a lie. You can be a good person, a kind person, and you can still train your children.
Yeah.
And in fact, that will even give them confidence because most of us will lack confidence when we are growing up. Why? Because they've suppressed all the confidence in us. So for me, as a father, just be there for them. Be there spiritually. Most importantly, be there emotionally. Because for me, emotionally is the biggest part of the whole thing. Do you understand? Because people remember how you made them feel.
Yeah.
Do you understand? You can be same thing with your wife. You can buy her the best gift in the world. And if you're not there when she needs you emotionally, she will go and meet the gate man. It's always there emotionally. That's the reality. Because you see some people, they will just believe that once they provide for you, everything is done. It's a lie. And same thing I tell men that some men will say, once you have money, you can take any woman. You can keep any woman. It's a very big lie. If you're not always there emotionally, you can't keep anybody.
Yeah.
Even your own child, you can't keep them. So for me, I would say as a man, be there emotionally for your children and they will never neglect you.
Yeah.
Because people are always attached to wherever they have emotional bonding with. All I'm saying is as a man, you have to be there financially, very important too, of course, and emotionally, in fact, the most important part. And you have to correct with love. Be friends with your children because that friendship is what they will keep at your old age. And be there spiritually to be the covering, be the one that actually push them to do God's things.
Yeah.
Whatever religion you're doing, because my father was the one that showed me the way. Do you understand? And I'm still following the way. Even though I don't really go to church every time, but at least I'm still working in that party now.
Okay.
So because he was the example that we were looking at.
Yeah.
Most fathers, the kind of mistake they make is that they just say things. They'll say, go to church, but they will be at home. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I mean, go to this place, do this thing, and all of that. So be that example. And with that, you'll be a good father, and your children will never neglect you. In fact, most children will give money to their mother to give it to their father. In our own case, we give our father money to give it to our mother. Do you understand? Because it was there emotionally. I think that is the best way you can actually connect with your children and make them never to forget it, even after your death. See, now, I still remember my dad every day. Do you understand? So I think you must have learned a lot of things from this video. Yeah. So if you want to be a good father, this is a very good video for you. So if you have more things you have to say or you have a question, just drop it in the comment section. I'll be there to respond. And don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe. Let's get to 50,000 subscribers before December. Yeah, that's the target.
And also click the bell button so you can get
so that you can always be notified, because sometimes you might not see our videos. Why? Because you are not notified. But if you click on the bell button, you'll be notified that a new video has dropped, and you can always view, like, share with friends. My name is Israel Onodari.
And my name is Neyola.
So see you on the next one. This one is a bit long, I know, but you enjoy it anyway.